This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one, the only Apefather in the house, baby. All right. So there's only one thing that I agree with Uncle Fester. Can you believe it? Can you believe that I agree with something that he said? Lou, we are on our own. He said that. Yes. Okay. And the reason why we're on our own is because Gary Gensler did not include synthetics into the transparency rule. So the transparency rule is a big joke. You understand? So for all of you AMC apes, I'm just giving it to you straight. I'm not trying to give you FUD because I love you. You're my family and I want to see you succeed and win. Just like I want to succeed and win. If you are depending on Gary Gensler or the government to do their job, sell. They're like, what? What did you just say? What'd you say, Willis? Yeah. Because you were never, ever going to win. Never. If you're counting on the government. Now, for the apes that want to win and want the MOAS, you got to start taking matters into your own hands. That's it. This requires effort. This requires action. That's it. Okay. So we're going to have to start taking things very seriously. We have to figure out a way to get underneath Gary Gensler's balls. They're like, what? We got to get under his skin. Okay. You know Frank Sinatra? I got you under my skin. I got Gary Gensler's balls deep in my hands. No, I know I'm joking, but on the real side, we got to drive Gary Gensler batza. You understand? Crazy. You understand? We got to make this guy so nuts that he wants to pull the hair out of his head. He wants to pull his eyebrow hairs out. You understand? Okay, so how do we do that? We do that by constantly complaining. Like just being pains in the asses. Complain, 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 complain. The next thing is we need major media exposure. Now that's what I'm going to try to do for you. Okay? I'm going to try to do this. But you have to understand, all these people that are unsubscribing to me. You know, I lost about 150, close to 200 subscriptions. I don't know why. Because I'm making all these videos so I could try to get a name. I could try to get some kind of power. So I could use that power in your favor. And you're unsubscribing to me. I mean, listen, not the real apes. Not my true brothers, my true ape brothers and my true ape sisters. They're not unsubscribing to me. All right. It's these weak apes that either lost faith in AMC or they're Citadel bots and they only subscribe to me for the purposes of abusing me and insulting me. But the real apes are not, they're subscribed to me, the real apes. But, you know, Lou was right. Okay. Uncle Fester was right. We're on our own. And I know I said this in the last video, but I'm going to say it again. You got to stop buying on payment for order flow platforms. You got to stop it. You really should be switched to Fidelity using Active Trader Pro. You really should. Because, my God, you're making Ken richer. You're making Ken Griffin richer each and every day. You're making him more powerful each and every day. Why are you doing this? Like if we were at war, right? Would you take your guns? Would you take your grenades and give them to the enemy? You know? Kind of like what like Joe Biden did. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be political. But can you imagine leaving billions and billions and billions of state-of-the-art? You're talking about the most powerful jets in the world. Tanks, everything, right? In Afghanistan. Like, look, I'm not trying to get political, okay? But even Donald Trump, he said he was on the, what was it, Milley? General Milley. He was on the phone with General Milley. He said, let me ask you a question. Call me nuts, call me old-fashioned, right? He's like, you can't put a quarter of gas a tank, maybe fly those planes to Pakistan or fly them to one of our allies. You can't do that, right? He goes, that's when I knew General Milley was an idiot. I was laughing for like about 20 minutes straight when President Trump. Okay, you can say well, he's not the president. Donald Trump. He's our 45th president of the United States. God bless him. And listen, I mean, God bless Joe Biden, because right now our fate is in his hands. But what is he doing? Leaving all that equipment over there? That's crazy, no? Don't you think it's crazy to leave, multi-billions of dollars of worth of state-of-the-art planes, tanks, all guns, everything? You're going to leave that with the enemy? I mean, anybody who thinks that's smart, go get your head examined, okay? Go get an MRI of the brain, okay? But guess what? In a way, that's what you're doing. Every time you buy on Robinhood, every time you buy on Webull, every time you buy on TD Ameritrade and E-Trade and Charles Schwab, you're giving Ken Griffin our tanks. You're giving Ken Griffin our grenades. You're giving Ken Griffin our guns. So you got to stop doing it. Fidelity, Active Trader Pro, or at least on a platform that's non-payment for order flow. Look, those are the two most important things that we all should be doing right now. Breaking Gary Gensler's balls so bad that he bangs his head against the table. I mean, and if you're not doing that, I don't think you want to win. I don't think you want to win, because this guy has to add synthetic shares to the transparency report. Okay. Gary Gensler needs to know how many shares are being borrowed, both real and fake. That's it. Okay, not just real, fake too. You understand? The hedge, because if not, then this is an unlimited amount that they could use of fake synthetic shares. They can borrow. Do you understand? They can borrow trillions of shares. And they can keep laddering attacking us. Be like Gary Gensler. Does that sound fair to you? So I'll tell Gary Gensler. I hope he's watching this, Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler, listen to me. Let me have an unlimited, me, Richie Lavoie, the Apefather. Let me have an unlimited amount of shares to buy. Can I do that? Is that fair? Okay, I'll buy, what is there, 513 million shares? I'll buy 5 billion shares of AMC. Can I do that? I'm good for it. Okay? I got good credit. I'm good for it, all right? Because that's what Gary Gensler is allowing Ken Griffin and the short sellers to do. We went through all of these cough drops here. Excuse me. Here we go, baby. Here we go. I don't care if I have a sore throat. I'm going to keep making video after video after video. I don't care if I faint, because I want to get known. I want to get my name out there, because if I'm given an opportunity, I will make sure 100% that our message is heard. This is another thing very hard to open. Wouldn't you agree? I got this little string. Let me see. You open this thing. It's impossible. It's opened. Okay. AMC to Pluto.